Everybody, I'm helping some people settle their estate and they've got some great stuff. Wait till you see this. So we'll start with the clock. Howard Miller, I think it's their 61st anniversary edition. Really, really pretty. The wind and then the 3 different chime settings. Really nice casing. And then a couple of Chippendale chairs. Like that side chair, and then one with arms, little wash stand, and it still has the towel rack on it. And then this lamp, it's an oil converted to electric. Some chairs, ladder back, and this is an old tilt top. And it's a boom. And then this one is another tilt top. Boom. And then like a Bombay style plant stand, but it's got a nice wide top, so good circumference. Little parlor chair, look at this thing. And all the wood is still intact. Nice upholstery. And you've got another little plant stand. I love the base on this pedestal. And a little compote. And then these are pewter candlesticks. There's a pair of those. There's markings on the bottom of those two. Little saber leg chair. Another painted ladder back and an older one. I like these, you know, it's a little bit rough around the edges, but it just has a great look and it's painted. And then a little small side table, another oil converted to electric, really nice shade. And then an old newspaper stand. And you know, this is some pottery. This one is signed at the bottom. It's another one. It's a bigger jug. And these, I think, are the Dutch, I can't remember the name of it, but some Dutch kind of ceramic or pottery, but really pretty pieces. And then this one I thought was super interesting. So it's a picture, and I didn't see it at first, but then I saw this guy. So it's Indians or Native Americans. TPs, it does have a chip all the way around, and then a person by a tree. Super cool. And then there's, I think, 3 or 4 of these old tables, but yo, this thing is super cool. Old drop leaf farmhouse style. This clock I know is European. I think it's from Ireland or possibly Germany, but it's missing some internal parts. It's missing the weight and the pendulum, but it's a really, really great case work. Looks like it has some age to it, but it's a really, really, really pretty piece. And there's books. Oh, I forgot to show you the doll. Big porcelain, head, hands, leather boots. She's super cool. Told you there was more tables. Look at this one. Another farmhouse style table, drop leaf. All of them have super great patina. They're old. I love this side table. Got the tray bottom. Looks like walnut top. And then there's this clock. It's Sly, I think, but it's absolutely beautiful. And you've got the sun and moon dials. But the casing on this is just absolutely fabulous. And look at the top. Wow. And then bird's eye maple, or maybe tiger maple, I'm sorry. Tiger maple, which you don't see too much. Looks like somebody's refinished at least the drawer fronts on this. There were there are these guys. I haven't had a chance to turn it over to see how they connect. Those are to the piece, or you can just leave it as she did. It would just make it stand a little bit taller. And then this candelabra, which is a really pretty piece. This Eastlake wall shelf, which was super interesting. And then a little wash cabinet, and a marble top. It's missing the backsplash, so there's holes in the marble, but super cute little piece. And look at this guy. As a Benchmade or homemade little wall shelf, and it's got a hanging rack. Super neat. I love this room. Empire chest of drawers or dresser. It's one large drawer over 3 smaller ones, but y'all, plank top. This thing is absolutely stunning. The other 2 handles are here. You're probably gonna need longer screw ins, but in like, this is true Empire style, so 1800s. It's not the reproduction stuff. And then another wash cabinet, Eastlake style. Does have a small backsplash, and then it looks like it probably had a larger one, so this is probably married to it, which means that it came at a later date and time. But really great piece, the little cabinet at the bottom. And then another Eastlake piece with the candle stands. It's got the burled finish, ornate top, really tall mirror. And the 2 smaller outbound drawers over 2 big ones. And again, the handles are here. And look at this, y'all. Tambour desk. You don't see a whole lot of this one, or this style. And this one is by Pennsylvania House. So it's gonna be solid cherry construction. And the cool thing is that it's at the flip top desk. And then you've got 4 small drawers. And then there's the center cubby with an organizer. And then at the bottom, I don't know whether you noticed, but there's also another pull-out drawer. And as you can see, it doesn't look like there was, it doesn't even look like it was used. There's a little bit of wear on the edge. But other than that, super cool. So if you're looking for unique desk, well, there you go. And this is 100% authentic leather ottoman. It's brown. It does have a little bit of wear, but it is a good quality piece. And you could redo it if you needed to, but it's on wheels. Got the nail head bottom. And then you've got these 2 antique chairs that always look good in corners. And look, y'all, here's another great table. If you're looking for a little accent tables, this one could be good in like a little kitchen nook, but does have a little bit of age to it. It's round, it's not really big, and got a little patina, but she is purty. And then this little side table with the lower shelf, a trunk, so you can put your stuff. And y'all, we're getting these too. These were they're like hand painted Santa Clauses, and they're signed on the bottom, but they were done by a family friend, and they're like really, really cool. And then there's this file cabinet. It's got a laminate top, but it's in super great shape. There's 2 drawers there, and then this like executive desk, same thing, little laminate top that, all the drawers work. They're nice and smooth. We're also getting this little piece, little topper, organizational kind of dealio. I forgot to show you this little drop leaf, little 19th century beauty, 2 drawer, really pretty. And there's some of these mixed in the Santas that I was telling you about that were hand painted. There's more of them.